Union Minister Narayan Rane has been arrested over his slap Uddhav Thackeray jab. This is the first time it has happened in 20 years in the country. The development took place just minutes ago. And Narayan Rane, like I said, will be the first Union Minister to be arrested in 20 years. So what exactly happened that led to this unprecedented thing? Now, workers of Maharashtra's ruling Shiv Sena and opposition BJP clashed on the streets earlier in Mumbai today in a snowballing controversy over his remarks and comments on slapping Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray for his ignorance of the year's India's independence remark. Now, Narayan Rane has now been arrested after a case was filed by the Sena workers. The comments have sparked protests by outraged Shiv Sena leaders as well, and a fight broke out as Sena members were marching towards Narayan Rane's home as well, carrying flags, shouting slogans in what is now led to this unprecedented development, arrest of a union minister for his comments against the state chief minister. Earlier also, a group of Shiv Sena workers were seen throwing stones at the BJP office in Nagpur this morning as well. Let's try and see if we can get across to Saurabh for the very latest on this first. You continue to see the latest pictures on your screen right now. You see the union minister inside. You see a lot of security around him as well. And all these developments taking place to that arrest that we can now confirm has indeed happened. Union Minister Narayan Rane arrested over his remarks of slapping Uddhav Thackeray. Alright, Saurabh Gupta now joins us for the very latest. Saurabh, take us through the latest, please.
Well, what we are given to understand is Mr. Rane is at the Sangameshwar police station, which means that, obviously he's been taken into custody and the arrest procedure is being carried out. So Mr. Rane is being arrested for, of course, the comments that he made, which objectionable comments that has been interpreted as some sort of threat to the chief minister, who's an elected representative. So obviously that's where the crux of the matter is. But what Mr. Rane said was that he would have, slapped the chief minister, and that's something that's resulted in a case against him by a Shiv Sena functionary in Nashik. The Nashik police based on that, have gotten, an FIR, and they've also got an arrest warrant, and they've moved to Sangameshwar where Mr. Rane was holding his yatra. And then, of course, from there he's been taken to the Sangameshwar police station where he's placed under arrest.
Saurabh, just describe for our viewers how quickly all these developments have taken place. Not very long ago, we heard about the comment for the first time. And when was the FIR filed and when did the arrest finally take place?
Well, the arrest is being processed, and what we're being given to understand is Mr. Rane has been taken into custody by the police to effect that arrest. And the FIR, I can't recall when exactly it was filed, but the police did obtain an arrest warrant. In fact, the Nashik police had confirmed that they have obtained an arrest warrant and they would be, carrying out the procedure that is required to arrest a union minister. So based on that, one can assume that yes, Mr. Rane has been is going to be placed under arrest, and the arrest procedures are on, and he's been taken to the Sangameshwar police station for those purposes.
Right, Saurabh, talk to us a little bit about the FIR. What are the charges here? Is it bailable, not bailable?
Well, just getting the details of the FIR, and of course, Mr. Rane has been booked under a charge that allows the police to place him under arrest, and I will give you the exact section. And obviously, Mr. Rane is now being taken to the Sangameshwar police station for processing that arrest.
All right, Saurabh, just take our views. I understand little information is available and the story is fast moving at this point. Just take us through what exactly happened in the run-up to this arrest as well. There were clashes that we reported and we saw pictures of also.
Well, there were clashes reported from Mumbai in Juhu, where Mr. Rane's, house is, and this is where the clashes took place in the morning. This was, of course, in response to Mr. Rane's son, Nitesh Rane, threatening, literally putting out a dare to the Shiv Sena, and the Shiv Sena, of course, responding to that dare, and then, of course, reaching Mr. Rane's residence, where those clashes took place. So the police had to use lathi charge to sort of bring the situation under control and ensure that law and order is maintained in the city. The sections that Mr. Rane has been booked under is, of course, Section 500 of the IPC, 505, 2, and 153. And these are sections that are non-bailable, and Mr. Rane can be arrested.
All right, so this is big news, Saurabh. You're saying these are non-bailable charges under which he's been arrested now?
Yes, I mean, the procedure of, obtaining an arrest warrant, of course, refers to non-bailable, charges. And the police taking him into custody is also a measure of that. Now, Mr. Rane is, of course, being taken into custody is what we're being given to understand by the police. He's at the Sangameshwar police station at this point, and he was in the midst of that yatra that was taking place.